Okay, boys, just as we promised, it's time for the anime tier list.
Why is this shit in Spanish, Barack?
It was the only list I could find that wasn't polluted with moe trash and borderline hentai.
There is nothing wrong with a little lewd spice in your anime.
Don't worry, Joe, I left some degenerate shows on here just for you.
Oh yeah, I see a couple of my little emotos there.
Okay, let's kick it off with a plot-heavy classic, School DxD.
Yeah, they definitely had the heavies in this show.
As much as I want to grill you for being a coomer, Rias inspired my taste in women. I love this shit.
Donald, this show came out when you were like 55. You already had like 4 wives by then.
Those were just experiments. Now I've got my dream waifu IRL.
The story is mid at best, but it is a classic. And personally, I think it's one of the best she ever made.
I wouldn't go that far, but it's good enough. I think a nice C tier would fit.
You're just saying that because the characters don't look 12. I think it deserves a B.
Let's go with that then.
I think it's about to get controversial as fuck in here.
Don't say anything dumb. We are on the verge of monetization. We need to be as viewer-friendly as possible.
It's mid.
Ah, shit.
God damn it, Joe.
Yeah, well, since he already said it, I guess we can just keep it real. Hunter x Hunter is overrated as hell.
The weebs are gonna start World War III over this.
Listen, it's not that as bad, it's just that a lot of the arcs in the show are just kinda boring, aren't they?
Greed Island is the biggest piece of shit ever.
But that dodgeball game was pretty hype, though.
Very true. I did enjoy it a lot, but I did not need to sit through 20 episodes of them playing bootleg Yu-Gi-Oh! Just to see that.
The Chimera Ant arc is arguably one of the best arcs in all of anime.
I won't lie, you're right. That section alone makes the series worth watching.
Especially since the characters are so developed once you get to that point.
It's a great show, but I don't think it belongs in S tier because it takes such a long time to really hit its stride.
Hey, it is then.
I hope they don't crucify us for this one.
Have you guys seen Blue Exorcist?
I dropped it after a couple episodes.
I watched most of it, but skipped the last part of season 2.
I thought it was okay. I liked the premise and the characters seemed all right.
It really lacks direction, though. I thought the plot was kind of weak.
The openings are still on my playlist, though. Not gonna lie, they produced some bangers for this one.
The banging OP doesn't make up for a shitty storyline.
I'd put it in B tier.
No way! C tier, and even that is being nice.
All right, here's another classic, Pokémon.
This shit inspired a generation. All the games and the cards only got so big because of the impact of the show.
The show was definitely impactful, but was it that good objectively?
That Mewtwo movie where Ash turns to stone and basically fucking dies literally made me cry.
And it sounds like you're tearing up just thinking about it. Let it out, man.
The movies definitely bump it up for story points, but I will admit that the show itself is basically just a bunch of filler episodes.
Very enjoyable filler, though.
Considering everything, I think A would be a fair spot.
No way, there's like 0 character development. The dude never even hits puberty.
B tier, then. They should have shown his balls drop.
Yuri on Ice?
Gay lowest level entertainment. Drop it in the bottom tier.
It's Pride Month, Donald.
I love and support the LGBT community. This show is a masterpiece emphasizing the beauty of boy love. I am an ally. Please vote for me.
If we ignore the boy love components, you have to admit it is animated beautifully.
Yeah, anything Mappa gets their hands on turns into a work of art.
Still, there is so much man ass on screen that it gets kind of weird, beautifully animated or not.
Yeah, it's so fan servicey that you can't really watch the show regularly.
D tier for too many dicks.
All right, Dororo is up next.
I like that Lil
Pati
accent.
is over.
Beautifully animated, great concept, and solid execution.
You think it's a perfect show?
Nah, I'm not saying that. It's just really good and doesn't do anything poorly.
I actually couldn't get too invested in it. I'm not sure what it was, but something was missing for me.
Even when that bad stuff happened to me, yo.
I ain't gonna cry over no hoe.
She was a hoe by necessity, Joe. It doesn't count. She's still wifey material.
Nah, she's not even best girl.
Who else can it be?
Keep moving on.
Drop it in A before we get canceled. Joe is about to admit to a heinous crime.
They're just drawings.
What do you guys think about Love is War?
Both openings are on my playlist.
And Daddy Daddy Do brings me immense joy.
Besides that, I've never seen a more heartwarming, genuinely funny show. The jokes always hit. This show's in my top 5 of all time.
I'm gonna have to agree here. I think all of the characters are likable and have really great chemistry.
I'm in love with every girl in this show, S tier.
Very based.
Devilman Crybaby.
This show had so much fucking hype when it came out to this day, I don't understand.
A raw, gritty art style, a story with deep biblical references and intricate concepts. You just don't get it, Barack.
There's just squiggles and shit particles all over the fight scenes. That is not good.
Joe, what do you think?
I had to watch an ending explained video. I just remember the Giga Chad had no legs at the end and I was confused.
This show is a work of art.
So is my turd if I put it in a museum, C tier.
I'll let it slide, but I'm not getting you anything for Juneteenth. That's your present. What about Assassination Classroom? Joe, I know you're a fan. It has school children in it.
Hey, I do like the show, but I was mainly in it for Koro Sensei.
Makes sense. You're just like him.
Bitch Sensei is also a top tier waifu.
Jesus, fuck, get out of my ear.
In all seriousness, though, I really like this show. I think you really end up loving Squid Game, man, and it does a great job at making you get attached to the characters.
Yeah, and some of those twists towards the end really come out of nowhere. I think the plot's really strong.
Kaide taught me to never trust these hoes.
I was crying my eyes out for that last episode.
I'm thinking high A tier. What about you guys?
Honestly, I think it could go in S.
Me too, it really is a gem.
Yes, it is then. All right, what about Haikyuu?
Listen, I hate volleyball. In fact, I'd argue that just having volleyball in your show actually makes it gayer than Yuri on Ice. And somehow I absolutely love this show.
Are you coming out right now, Donald?
That is not what I'm doing. I'm just saying that this show transcends its inherent fruitiness.
Sports anime shows are seriously slept on. They get me just as hype as shonen.
Kuroko, no basket is mid, no racial.
Haikyuu stomps.
Saying no racial makes it racial.
I want to be Hinata.
You want to be a little midget ginger that has a man crush on his teammate? You can enjoy the show without wanting to be the MC.
I don't care, I still want to be him.
I give it an A.
Today is a great day for boy love.
All right, next is a steaming, stinky pile of shit.
Whoa, 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 what are you talking about?
Donald, this show is a cringe fest.
Listen, buddy, I connected to Kaneki on a deep personal level. That was real trauma he went through.
The most traumatic thing you've experienced is running out of French fries.
Your life flashes before your eyes every time you go down a flight of stairs.
He just had an aneurysm.
At least I don't think I'm a little emo ghoul boy.
You literally just said you wished you were a high school volleyball twink.
Listen, Donald, the reality is the anime is paced like shit. It's a rushed mess that's kind of all over the place.
I think if they had more episodes, they could have made it work, but they just try to cram too much stuff into 12.
I still think it's A tier.
No way it does not belong in the same place as Hunter x Hunter.
I think it should go in C, not hating on the manga, though I heard it's way better.
All right, niggas. It's the moment of truth. If you get this wrong, I'm unadding you on Discord.
Watching Naruto become Hokage was honestly my main reason for running for president. I don't really give a shit about politics and stuff.
That is insane.
Honestly, I believe it.
Naruto gets way more shit than it deserves. If you look at it objectively, the plot is solid as hell, especially for such a long-running show.
Yeah, having everything wrapped back around with Zetsu, all the stuff with Itachi, for its time, this shit was revolutionary.
All right, into S it goes then.
Whoa, buddy, not so fast. All that filler definitely pulls it down. I watched 2 years straight of Ninja Cat episodes, and I thought I was gonna die before the main story resumed.
Not to mention all that Kaguya bullshit was pretty trash for a climax.
Still, for what it is, I'd put it in A.
See, don't cry, Barack.
Good, I was about to awaken my Mangekyo Sharingan if you didn't put respect on that show.
Scary ass nigga.
You're telling me you would permanently disfigure me, robbing me of my vision just because I thought Naruto wasn't as good as you did?
Yes. What do you guys think of No Game?
I really like the concept. It's like Wreck-It, Ralph, but with baddies.
The girls in both of those are like 10, Joe.
That's never stopped him before.
I like it though. The fact that everyone cheats really spices everything up and makes things interesting. Every game is like a JoJo fight.
I wish it had more episodes. It would have been cool to see them explore more ideas before jumping into the final game.
Hey, sound good?
Yeah.
Sure. All right, let's make this the last one for the night. I'm getting sleepy. Throw it in S tier.
Nega, you're tripping.
What? Promised Neverland is great. They literally don't miss.
Joe, how far did you get?
I watched one episode and read the rest because I liked it so much.
They shit the bed, Joe.
They ruined the anime.
No.
They skip like 10 arcs, jump straight to the end, and still fuck it up even more.
I want to put it in F just because it's such a colossal mess that could have been great.
Why did they do this to my baby?
All right, boys, that's it for now. We'll do part 2 soon.
Yeah, we promise we won't take 30 days to upload again.
Subscribe to Zen Juge so he has something to be happy about, please. Night, night, niggas.
Over 99% of you aren't subscribed, so please support a fellow weeb and click that button.